Welcome everybody back to the mirror only tournament. We are here with the second maybe semi-final of the tournament. It is Futurama in the top left here as Steel Talons, and his opponent is Drive in the bottom right hand corner as the yellow Steel Talons. So we're starting with the Steel Talons mirror as per usual for this tournament, and this series will be split between these casts, which I have done after the tournament has been completed. And there will be, I think, the last two games of the series will be casted by me and Gwaspari live. So obviously, when this series was going on, I was casting Bike Rush versus Lamas live, so I wasn't able to catch the first games of the series, and that means that I will be casting them now on my own. Obviously, I did do that dual cast with Gwaspari. The finals will also be in a dual cast with Gwaspari. Obviously, I will not spoil who's in there because that would spoil this series. But we do have Drive and Futurama here, so this really is the big semi-final of the two. I mean, Bike Rush, Futurama, and Drive, they're the big three at the moment. You could almost argue for Shock Trepet and maybe Phoenix now that he's back, but Phoenix didn't play in this tournament, and Shock Trepet was knocked out very early by Bike Rush. I think they played in round 1 of the tournament, which is a little bit unlucky for Shock Trepet to get Bike Rush so early on. But that's just how it is sometimes with the seedings. That can happen. So we're on 6 City here. We've got Steel Talons, of course, for both players, as we've said. And these rival wars are going on. Both players were able to take both spikes, so there hasn't been any real threat to either players just yet in terms of economically. They are all stable. Interesting first map choice, but obviously Steel Talons normally you would feel has a little bit of an advantage on this map with all the buildings in the middle. They can provide really good cover for the Titans, and there's a really short rush distance across the map to base push with your MCV. But obviously that doesn't matter as much when you're versus another Steel Talons, because they also have Titans, so they basically nullify each other. The fact that they're both Steel Talons, they both have Titans, it's kind of just bad for, well, not bad for both players, but it does make it even. It's not, no one's going to get base pushed out, I wouldn't imagine, by Titans anyway. Now, Futurama has got these pit bulls here. If he is smart, he could actually go for this blue Tiberium Harvester. I mean, it is pretty well known that Drive does love to go for that early blue tib, but he does have to worry about the forces here from Drive, and obviously Futurama might not have any idea that Drive would go for that. Normally you go for the early blue tib on maps where the blue field is contested and you're also able to deny your opponent the blue Tiberium, but that's not what's happened here. That refinery placement is a little unfortunate for Drive. It's a little bit too far away, but not the end of the world. Refinery down for Futurama as well, so these guys they've got some pit bulls out, but it seems like they're transitioning back into economy now. Futurama does have 4 harvesters. Has he sent one to the blue? No, he hasn't. Drive's actually got some rocket squads here, and he's going to put them into garrisons, so you'll have to, obviously, Futurama will have to avoid them. They're so painful, especially versus units like pit bulls, which don't have a hell of a lot of armor. It can be really annoying to deal with rocket squads in these garrisons. Obviously, one grenade squad will help you clean it all up, but it doesn't change the fact that it is still quite annoying to deal with at the time. Will that rifleman jump in the other garrison? No, not quite. So both players have got their second refs established on their expansions. So barracks out for Futurama now as well. Drive, I think, is a little bit ahead in terms of his build queue because he has deployed DAC down here, and Futurama drove all the way up to the top. Look at this radar scan. That radar scan's actually not seen very much. If we look, oh no, that radar scan's not too bad. That's actually really deceiving. It looks like he scanned it down here, but because of the terrain, I guess it's actually here. So, Caesar tier 2 from Futurama. We're going to see Orcas? Yeah, we're going to see Orcas. Orcas are really good on this map because of this terrain. You can really only defend, like you can only place AA batteries here, and if the harvesters are down here later in the game, quite painful to deal with. Grenader squad does come out for Futurama, so he's going to look to clear those garrisons. Drives just sort of sporadically placed them all throughout the city, just random units. Second MCV from Futurama. Very interesting choice as Steel Talons to go for a second MCV. Pitbull's down there. I don't know what they were trying to achieve. Did he blow up the bridge? No, he hasn't blown up the bridge. Maybe he was going to try and sneak around, but now that he knows Futurama has seen that. He's not going to continue to push that way. Is he going to be able to get that spike? I don't think he is. A watchtower should come down, yeah. It should deny. Oh my god, I shot at the wrong thing. Didn't shoot at the engineer. That's unfortunate. Yeah. He beacons it too, just saying, well, that's unlucky for me. Tier 3 is down for Drive. Where's Futurama's tier 3? It's over here. Okay, he does have one. Behemoth are coming out now. But the dual attack of the Pitbulls and the Orcas are coming in now. The Pitbulls are going to fight each other, and then the Orcas are going to have the time to come in and deal with the Harvesters. And this is a really bad situation for Futurama, because if he shoots at the Orcas, he'll lose his Pitbulls, and if he shoots at the Pitbulls, he'll lose his Orcas. So it's a really bad mixture. Orca Strike comes in and hits another Harvester there. So 3 Harvesters have gone down for Futurama. But the rest of those Pitbulls for Drive have been cleaned up, and the base push is going to begin here with the Titans over here. That engineer needs to jump in the spike. Behemoth out for Drive. Bloodhound's coming in as well. I'm not sure about that. Where does he drop that? Oh, he dropped it here. Okay, that's not too bad. Grenade squad clearing out all the garrisons in the middle. So that is good for Futurama. Drive probably needs to transition some of these Harvesters. Blue tip not really been taken by Futurama yet either, and he's going to start to push here. So base push is going to come in from Futurama. Drive doesn't have a hell of a lot here. He does have some more Orcas out, but obviously those Pitbulls are still around, and there's 4 Behemoth here for Futurama. Futurama looks like he's going to have quite a powerful assault here, but yeah, his Pitbulls are a little bit out of position, and here comes the Shockwave Artillery. This could be a decisive moment in the match for Drive. If he can knock out these Behemoth while they're emped, the Orcas are coming in, the Behemoth are starting to move within range. Where is Futurama's Shockwave? He doesn't have a tier 4. Futurama does not have a tier 4. 2 Behemoth go down. Oh my god, Drive has completely turned this game around with that Shockwave. Barracks will come down, so he's going to look to try and reclaim the husks. Double watchtower drops are also going to be quite nice for Futurama to deal with the small squads of infantry that are here. Elite Wolverine in the meantime, and more of the Behemoth from Futurama are falling. Drive really holding this together really well. I don't think he's lost a Behemoth yet. He hasn't lost a Behemoth, and he's killed about 5 or 6. There's still husks here though for Futurama. Futurama quits. There you go. Wow. That turned very quickly, and obviously Futurama's economy was pretty hurt from that attack from Drive, and I mean, that Shockwave, that was just a complete misplay from Futurama. He didn't have his Shockwave. If he was able to counter Shockwave Drive's Behemoth, he was probably still in an okay position there. But yeah, when one GDI or one Steel Talons has the Shockwave and the other one doesn't, yeah, you're always going to lose that. And you can even see, like, look at this. His units just dropped. That's the Pitbulls as well. I think he had Pitbulls there and some infantry and stuff, and he just got smashed. Drive was barely dropping in units. So Drive will go 1-0 up in the series. We'll move to game number 2. Game number 2 takes us to Tournament Odyssey, and in the top right corner is the blue Cyan Blackhand. It is Futurama, and his opponent Drive is the yellow Blackhand. So we've got Drive and Futurama again going at it. Probably the 2 most entertaining players to watch in the game. I mean, Bicrush is always entertaining in terms of he just pulls off some remarkable things. But in terms of just wacky, off-meta gameplay, Drive is probably number 1, and Futurama's probably up there as well. Futurama likes to, you know, try some things, go against the grain sometimes. Obviously, it's a lot harder to do in the real meta of when you can pick any faction. But when you're sort of forced into these faction rules, it always brings out some interesting build orders from players that, you know, we're not used to seeing. And Blackhand Mirrors used to be the norm, but these guys weren't really around when Blackhand Mirrors were the norm. So it's very interesting. I don't think either of them were around back in that 2014, 2015 stage, where if you picked Blackhand, you pretty much gave yourself an added chance of winning the game. And then all of the Blackhand nerfs came in and, you know, sort of messed that all up. The Reckoner got nerfed and the Cabal got nerfed. All that stuff was pretty badly hurt, and it sort of knocked Blackhand off the map, and now it's a very GDI controlled meta. It used to be Traveller for a little bit. There was a bit of time where it was Traveller, but then some players just realized going Firehawks just sort of shuts Traveller down, and ever since then it's developed into an all-out GDI mirror. Look at this, both players, they just play the same sometimes, don't they? These guys, they like to get like 3 Harvesters and then they just start producing units, and it's the same again here. Futurama's got 3 bikes, Drive's got 3 bikes. He's also got a Raider buggy looking to anti-scout. I don't think Futurama built a buggy. I don't think he did. He's only got 1 power plant as well. Why does he feel so far behind? He did go, I guess Futurama did go for more scouts. Drive only went for the one Cabal, and then he's gone for the Raider buggy. Look at this, he's just sitting at home with the bikes. The second war factory comes down. He built a 4th harvester, he's got 3 bikes at home. Drive has 6. 7 bikes sitting at home. And he's going to move out with them now. So he's got 7 bikes charging across the map here. But Futurama's probably going to be okay when he sees this, because he's got double war factory already. But the bike's going to head to... Yeah, the bikes from Drive are going to try and take out Futurama's bikes here. So, but Futurama's able to pull away. He'll probably lose 1 bike straight away. Does cause some splash damage there, but look at this, Futurama's got a lot of reinforcements coming. Oh, the splash, he loses both bikes. He's lost 3 bikes and he hasn't killed a single one of Drive's yet. A 4th bike will go down. 1 bike finally goes down for Drive. Power plant sold off. And Futurama, he's slowly whittling down the forces from Drive, but these bikes have actually been super cost effective for Drive. He has killed so much more than he's lost here so far. 5 harvesters out. 4 harvesters for Futurama. Futurama's still a little bit behind in the harvester count, but Drive is obviously a little lacking in production and units because of he's only got the 1 war factory. Futurama does have the 2. But yeah, those bikes for Drive have already been super effective here. Probably needs to micro those harvesters. That's a bit of an unlucky stack up there for him. Barracks coming down for Futurama. So obviously he's probably going to pump out just a few rocket squads to just sort of area deny any bikes from Drive. And if he does that, he's able to push out across the map with his bikes and still be safe at home. He's actually sold off a war factory here. Maybe it's going to be an infantry transition. Is this going to be a shrine? It is going to be a shrine. There we go. So infantry coming out from Futurama. Bikes here on the left-hand side. Yeah, Drive knows that they're there. He's got infantry protecting his expansion. There's a Scorpion tank here. It's going to get... Oh, it doesn't... Oh my god, that last rocket takes it out. That's unlucky for Drive. But yeah, Futurama's actually completely faking Drive out here. He's going to go into an infantry transition, but so has Drive. Drive has also gone for infantry, and he's established an expansion. Laser turret comes down. You don't want to go into there, Futurama. As soon as that laser turret comes down. Although he does focus it down. He only loses 1 bike, so there you go. Maybe the fear of laser turrets is unwarranted. But they have been nerfed in R18 again, so they were... quite strong in R16. They have been nerfed again, so they're not as bad as they used to be, but they're... Oh wow, look at this. He's actually going to move out across the map with his MCV. It's going to be an all-in sort of infantry push from Futurama here. He's got bikes around the side to do damage, and then he's got the Cabals and rockets straight down the middle. With the MCV, I don't think Drive has seen that the MCV is coming. He knows there's infantry. I don't think he knows the MCV is coming with it. There's infantry moving out to the right-hand side here as well. That's not good for Futurama because he's going to be forced to place shredder turrets back at his home base. He doesn't really want to be forced into that. Now, there isn't really much anti-infantry here for Drive because there's a lot more Cabals for Futurama than there is, and the MCV deploys. I wonder if he's going to place a Voice of Kane down. The Voice of Kane here for Futurama could be really good, you know. Drops down a barrack straight away. Can he place one down? Or does he need it? No, he needs a tier 2, so he won't be able to place down the Voice of Kane. But he's going to be able to produce a lot of infantry straight into the front line. Futurama's... I mean, Drive has actually gone for a second refinery behind this as well. Bikes over here, they're probably just going to try and hoard each other around. But, yeah, Futurama's making quite a strong push here with this infantry ball. Selling off barracks and portals, barracks and power plants on the front line. Trying to break through Drive's front door here. He's going to continue the push. And this refinery is definitely going to go down. More shredder turrets being dropped by Drive. I think Futurama is going to break through here. Does he have... There are Scorpion tanks coming, so if he can get... Maybe he can get a really clutch crush move, but... It's looking hard right now. Power plant blocked to try and fend in his shredder turrets. The shredder turret numbers are getting quite high, and the more shredder turrets that are placed down, it's going to be harder for Futurama to break through. The Scorpion tanks don't really achieve too much. They sort of die off too quickly. There's 6 shredder turrets here now. Oh, one of them's actually Futurama's, but there's 5 shredder turrets here for Drive. And, I mean, they aren't very powerful versus the Black End squads, but because they've got that splash damage, they can kill the rocket squads. If the rocket squads get killed, Scorpion tanks could be really effective against this. Bikes are coming around the back. No, it's bike v bike. It does look like Futurama did lose a harvester, almost lost another one, but this push is going to continue. This MCV might fall here, and if that MCV goes down, Drive could be in a lot of trouble here, but he does have an economy still on this field. He does have double war factory back at home, so he's probably going to try and defend this with buggies and scorpion tanks. He's going to try and use the scorpion tanks to whittle it down. He's going to actually use his harvesters to crush here. That's a really smart decision because he knows the game is going to end here. Futurama doesn't have much economy left, and look at that. Just as I said, there's not many rocket squads left. There's a lot of Blackhand squads, but no rocket squads, which means that these vehicles aren't really going to take a lot of damage. The Blackhand squads don't have the DPS to kill these units, and all of a sudden, Drive with the scorpion tanks is probably okay here. Bikes are flanking the backside of the map, and he's going to lose a harvester here. Futurama, oh my god, I don't think he's actually microing those, but he should get that harvester still. Yeah, he does get that harvester, but in the meantime, I think Drive is actually held. I think Futurama's out of stuff. He drops down another barracks. I mean, there's only 2 scorpion tanks left, but using the harvesters to crush was a really smart move by Drive. He can, in there, this is the thing, he can just camp the barracks, instantly crushes that squad. He's looking to place laser turrets, but there's so many scorpion tanks here now. I think Drive holds. I think Drive holds. And yeah, that's the thing, is the shredder turrets may not kill the Blackhand squads, but they kill the rocket squads, and then the scorpion tanks can crush what's left. And yeah, Futurama is defeated. Drive goes 2-0 up. This could be a sweep, you know. This could be a sweep. A double sweep in the semi-finals. Futurama goes down. Drive takes a 2-0 lead. Yeah, look at the economy. Futurama just fell behind, and Drive was able to... I mean, he had double ref on his expansion at one point. Look at that unit graph all over the place. And that's it. It's 2-0 to Drive. We'll move to game number 3, which will be a Reaper 17 mirror. So here we are for game number 3 of the series. It is Futurama in the bottom left-hand corner. He needs to pull out a win right now, or the series is over. He's Reaper 17, and Drive is also Reaper 17. We're going to see descents from either player in this matchup. I imagine we will. Probably from both of them. One assimilator, so double portal opening for both players. Yep, so one engineer, one engineer. No, maybe Futurama's not going to go for descents. He hasn't gone for descents. Drive, in the meantime, is going descents from both portal. Yeah, this is sort of what I expected, is that we'd see it from both portals. I thought Futurama would do the same thing, but he's decided not to go for the disintegrators. Now, these disintegrators are obviously just to try and take out the tip spikes. But again, Reaper 17 is probably the best screen faction of dealing with other screen players' descents, because they do have the Shardwalker. Shardwalker does the splash damage. It's just better overall. Does more DPS. I don't think a Gunwalker one-shots a descent squad, but I know that, or a descent member, but I know a Shardwalker does, so... You know, Shardwalkers are quite powerful versus the Disintegrators, and both spikes are at risk of going down. This Buzzer Hive is probably in range to shut down those Disintegrators. Yeah, it is. There you go. So the Disintegrators aren't really going to be able to focus down. Oh, he stays for too long, and the Buzzers are just going to rip through the Descents here. In the meantime, the one on the top side is going to get taken out by Drive and those Disintegrators. Oh, he's going back in. He's trying to fight the Buzzers. That's not going to work, buddy. And yeah, there we go. So he's down to pretty much no Disintegrators there. Second refinery is down. Harvester comes out. Drive is a little bit behind. Oh no, he's got 3 harvesters actually, so he's gone for 1 and 3 instead of a refinery, which makes sense. He did go for 8 disintegrators, so that's a big investment at the start of the game. He does escape with 2 full squads and did take out a spike, so it's probably pretty even at this point, to be honest. He does have 3 harvesters. Both players have 3 harvesters, but of course Futurama already has that second refinery, which means he can start working on his tech. And Drive's actually gone for a 4th harvester. Well, where's that harvester going? Yeah, you've got to get that back to work. What are we going to see? Is this going to be a ref? Yeah, so it is a ref. So Drive is actually ahead. Drive is actually ahead. He's got an extra spike. He's got more harvesters. But the tier 2 is already down for Futurama. Futurama has the tech lead. Drive has the eco lead. And the 5th harvester is out. So probably you'd say Futurama is still ahead. Even though he was a little bit delayed on getting that 5th harvester out, it was because he was already on his tier 2. And tier 2 comes down for Drive. Are we going to see it be straight for tech? Yeah, looks like both players going straight for tech. And that's the thing with Small Town USA, is you typically do see fast tech. It doesn't really matter what factions it is versus what factions. It's usually the best way to go is fast tech, because it's... if one player goes tech and base pushes the field that you go for and you're not teched up, it's really hard to stop with just tier 1 or tier 2 units. Obviously, if like trying to defend maybe tripods with just dev tanks, it can be difficult, but 2 dev tanks have come out for Futurama on a sort of defensive scale. Drive also has 2 out as well, so these players pretty much playing the exact same game, minus the early descents from Drive. Shardwalkers shooting at each other here. Looks like Drive's Shardwalker is ahead there. That Shardwalker is dispatched. Mechapedes, actually. That's an interesting choice. I didn't expect Mechapedes. I thought it would be Tripod straight away. Upgrades are coming down for Drive, but not Futurama. So maybe Futurama isn't going to go for Tripods. Maybe he is going to go for just Devs and Mechapedes. That would be an interesting choice. Looks like that is a Tripod building, though. Yeah, first Tripod comes out for both players, so we're going to see a stasis. That's really important, actually. Drive has gone for his stasis. Futurama doesn't have his yet. Yeah, that's a really important point to make. The Mechapede does get dispatched there. That's unfortunate for Drive. For Futurama. You don't want to lose that so cheaply. And I pretty much achieved nothing, and now it's gone down. Are we going to see Disintegrators as well? Yeah, Disintegrators are going to come out from Drive, and they're just so annoying to deal with because you're forced into building anti-infantry. Looks like we're also going to see Disintegrators from Futurama, so both players sort of have the same idea. We've got Tripods, we've got Devs, and we've got Disintegrators, but look at this. Drive is moving the same way. He's gone for a tier 2 AA battery. This is probably just a little bit of fear. He just doesn't know what's coming, so he's going to have one AA battery down just in case. This Tripod really needs to make a move across. Shields are down. Are we going to see conversion reserves from either player? No, no conversion reserves. That's a really big mistake by both players. I feel like it's a $1,000 ability, and it would probably win you a fight in this situation. To be honest, it would probably win you a fight. Imagine if you spent that $1,000 on thing instead of on conversion reserves instead of this stasis. Now Drive is going to win this fight, I think, because Futurama doesn't have a stasis chamber. Drops down a portal. There's not much anti-infantry here for Drive, but he can obviously build buzzer hives on the front line. This is going to be a really messy fight. One Tripod is going to go down. The focus firing from Drive is actually really poor, and another Tripod shows up to the fight for Futurama. And Drive is probably going to get overwhelmed here. Heroic Descent is there. Portals are getting destroyed for both players. This is a really messy fight, but I think Drive is losing. Yeah, I think Drive's lost this game. I'm not sure how, but I think he's lost here. But Futurama needs to make sure he can't let these huts be taken. We could see a Heroic Dev Tank soon here. Oh my god. Heroic Dev Tank could be absolutely brutal here. Oh, there we go. It does go Heroic. And I think Drive's dead. Does he have another Tripod? No, he sold everything. He sold everything at home. He's going to go for more Disintegrators, I guess. No, I think he's just selling out. Yeah, he's going to sell out, I think. He's going for Descents, but Drive is just going to get camped out here. Futurama's just going to sit Disintegrators. Sit Shardwalkers there, and yeah, there you go. Wow. Heroic Dev Tank and Futurama take the W. Now, this is the point in the series where I was able to jump in and join a dual cast with Gwaspari for this series. So the remainder of the series will come from the live stream. But I hope you've enjoyed the 3 games so far. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Enjoy the next 2 games. Have a good one. And the grand finals will be out soon. Later today, probably. So, enjoy. Alright, so we're on tournament decision, no poker. In the top right hand corner of the map as the Cyan. Steel Talons, it is Futurama on the comeback train.
On left, yellow Steel Talons. We have Drive Russian 2-1 up. That's out of 5. One more game to win. Will he do it? Wait and see.
Steel Talons mirror on this map is probably going to come down to the behemoths, who can use the behemoths the best. But obviously, with the terrain on this map, aircraft can be very prevalent as well. So don't be surprised if Drive or Futurama pull out some early orcas, maybe off 2 ref. And try and gain an advantage that way.
Drama's going to get that garrison. Yeah, I like how he picked that. Did he pick that spot? No, he didn't. Top right always gets that spot.
Yes. Yeah, top right is closer.
Yeah.
Drive's actually got a second engineer. He's moving in to try and take one of those defensive towers.
Ah. So you can aim down that structure, I'm pretty sure, that tower. Oh, humanity's left it. And all he'll do, he'll just de-garrison it. He won't actually kill the rifleman because the garrison straight away. I'll escape. There we go, watch. There we go. Yeah. Escape now.
Nice,
No orcas, no rush, just standard eco play. Let's go challenge. Oh, he is. Wow, nice. Oh, he escapes.
Oh,
he barely escapes.
Just loses it.
Close.
So nothing out of the ordinary just yet. Looks like they're just going economy to start, but Drive does have that tower in the middle, so that's really nice. It's just such a painful thing for a Futurama to have to deal with, is that tower. Here comes the second ref for both players. Are we seeing a tier 2, or is it going to be a ref from these guys? Drive's going for a ref off one power plant. That's interesting. And Futurama's going for a ref as well. So both players opting for economy.
Wow, he is going for a red ref on one. Is that worth it? No.
Don't know. I mean, obviously he's not going to stall that much.
It's
but
7 seconds longer, but it takes 7 seconds to build a power plant. So technically, you're getting out faster. But technically, you're getting out at the same time. Sorry. I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, you probably get it out faster because you will stall more when you go for the power plant first. But now he's going to be floating money.
Yeah.
I don't know. It takes longer to build your harvesters
as well for the tower.
Yeah, that's true. I guess we could just compare because Futurama's gone for the second power plant first. He's got 4 harvesters. He's just dropped his 3rd ref. 6th harvester comes down.
2 seconds, I think.
Yeah, I think Drive's actually slightly ahead from that, especially because he did build that extra engineer. He's slightly ahead.
I wonder if anyone will go crane and sort of fuel it to go for a tech or a refinery bottom. I feel like both players are going to both push bottom right, so they can't afford to let one of them get 2
Yeah, it'll
fields.
definitely be a fight for the bottom right. I do wonder if we're going to see Hawks as well. Hawks can be really prevalent in this matchup. Barracks comes down from Drive, though, so we're going to see something interesting from Drive here. MRTs.
Ooh, MRTs it is indeed, yes. Engineers, oh, he's going to go for the second tower? EMP, maybe?
Yeah, tower, EMP, and maybe even the... there we go, here we go. So an air tower for Futurama. It looks like he is going to be going for those orcas. Scan comes down. Drive's going to see that straight away.
Ready to repair.
No, he's going hammerheads. He's going hammerheads. That's interesting.
Are you going to do a fake out, maybe? Build this and hope he's going to build more? This is going for 1. Very interesting. I don't get it.
Well, his hammerhead's coming straight out.
There's no real benefit from this. Oh, he's going
to stop the engineer if he realizes. Engineer comes out. Futurama reacts.
Oh, Futurama! What?
Oh, he was too slow.
Oh, too slow. Damn, that was a
Futurama. Hammerhead's coming out from Drive as well, and both players working on their tier 3. Futurama looks like he's quite a bit ahead here. Second MCV! Second MCV is Steel Talons. There we go. That's something you don't expect to see. This is going to be an interesting push from Drive.
That people get deleted.
APMO is finally done. He's going to need to drop a lot of watchtowers to deal with this, with the pitbulls and the healing rate of those MRTs, and he's going to start losing harvesters here. Hammerheads are not the answer to this. He needs either some Titans or maybe even a Behemoth to come out here to deal with this. Hammerheads are coming in as well. There's the Behemoth. Oh, he could crush that MRT. Oh, he crush it! Crush it! Oh,
that was a... Oh, that force fire was amazing. It just snapped that APC. Marty, sorry. That harvester still survives.
Wow, so
by
I
the
don't
way,
think he lost. He didn't lose any harvesters in the end. He's got that second MCV moving to the top left as well, so he's going to get to an expansion field the fastest. And it does look like we're going to see Hawks.
He pulled the top one back for the full tib, and that's like sort of waiting to dock at the refinery. So he's not letting all the harvesters dock at the same time. So it's a bit slow, but you're still losing any harvesters there. It's very good. Very good. Wow, Hawk's out from Drive. He's going for a Marv? That's interesting.
Yeah, that is an interesting choice.
He's actually just delete that.
Oh, I see what he's going for. He's going to Marvest the bottom right field, and he's going to base push the top. Yeah. So he's going to try and use the money from the Marv, because obviously a Marv in this type of matchup isn't too good. Firehawks trading out with each other in Futurama's base. Will he get that last Hawk? No, not quite.
Futurama's actually blind countered this because he's got them to be at the top.
Yeah, I mean,
Gonna
Drive
start
knows
harvesting
it's
the field,
there.
right?
Drive knows that MCV's there, so he's just going to push it with Behemoth.
Interesting.
Oh, that
Oh, the
hammerhead!
engineers, no.
Oh.
Just being annoying, isn't he?
Yeah, that's really painful. Because it's just annoying. It's, oh my god, this Orchestra could get 2 harvesters here. Oh my god, it could get 2 harvesters. Watch this. Oh, watch this. Oh, he moves it away.
No way.
Oh, well done by
Ooh.
Futurama. Well done by Futurama.
That was good, that was
Refinery
good.
has established on the top left. The Marv is out and heading straight to the bottom right corner to start harvesting. Doesn't even put garrisons in it because he knows that it's not being used for combat. It's being used to harvest Tiberium. So this is going to be the battle for the top left field, which is not what we normally see on this map. Very unique game so far. More Hawks fighting for each other in Futurama's base. It looks like Futurama traded out quite significantly better there. Drive was taken down to 1 Firehawk. He's already rebuilt one of them, but there are 3 on the deck over there now. Behemoth
His
on
Marv
the
has just
field.
been left uncontested. This is going to Marv his entire field. That's just going to... I mean, it's going to get him Shockwave. It's going to get him more armor for the fight at the top. It's going to be whirlwind of pain Futurama to deal with.
And it also just
Got
area
nothing.
denies him from being able to expand to the bottom right. You leave an MCV on its own to deal with a Marv, you're not going to be able to deal with it because you have no Sonic emitters. You can't double drop Sonics as
Oh my
Steel Talons.
I am watching a very weird bug right now. Turn all health bars on and look at the EMP. There's a V-35 trying to land an engineer and it's going through the mountain.
Oh, what the hell?
It tried to land on the EMP and it went through the mountain. I kid you not.
Yeah, that's unusual.
Now it's still there.
Yeah, it's still just
What
sitting
the
there.
fuck? I've never seen that before. That was so weird.
Yeah, that's
The
really
slingshot
bizarre.
couldn't actually kill it because of that. I actually saved it. Wow.
I think Futurama's going to make a move here, you know. Shockwave is down for Futurama, so it's going to be literally whoever gets the better Shockwave wins the fight. That's pretty much what we're going to come down to here. It's 5 Behemoth on 4, so and obviously the 4 can win with better focus firing, a better Shockwave, things like that. Shockwave artillery comes down from Drive.
The MCV can't deploy either in that.
Oh, there we go. He does
There we
deploy.
go. Fine, does.
Oh my god, that Shockwave from Drive was a lot better. Oh no, he gets locked down as well. He loses 3 to the Shockwave as well, and those Juggernauts on the north side are actually going to start shelling down the Behemoth from Drive. I think Drive is probably going to lose this position.
Drive's Hawks are flying in the air. He's going to lose one for free.
Yeah, Drive's not going to be able to win this fight. He still
Could
has
use the
that
bomb
mark,
So
Yeah.
he's not using it to bomb the husks, but they can't kill husks. I'm pretty sure on our team. Husks,
they can't
Hawks
kill your
can't
own.
husks.
They can't kill your own husks. They can kill the enemy husks.
Okay,
They
your
can't
own?
kill your
Oh,
own
okay.
husks.
That's what it is.
Oh, he gets a
Oh
husk
my
right
God,
in front of
the
Drive's
watch
face.
that,
How did he manage that? And the
How
Behemoth
has
are
he done
retreating.
that?
And he's going
The
to try
Marv
and...
go. The Marv is just
Yeah, it's
no
moving in.
garrisons and it's going towards Futurama's main base.
Drive probably still has quite a bit of money in the bank, if I had to guess. Oh, he doesn't. He has none.
They both are literally stalling on 0 cash right now. They both have 1 spike still. That's the only sort of economy they're actually using right now. Still half a field left bottom right, but there's a Marv. Oh, he pulls back some of the Behemoths. He's going to start focusing the Marv down. I would have thought there's quad energy or some rockets even, or some... No, it's just 0 garrison. Just primarily used...
Oh, the Hawks from from Drive have just been sent to their death into the base of Futurama in the top left.
that's
But there's
2 down
Hammerheads
for
here, and there's
nothing.
nothing to deal with the Hammerheads. Oh, nice split on those Firehawks to take out 2 power plants there, and the Marv's going to slowly make its way through the back corner of the base.
I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, right. Yeah. So right now it's basically concave, right? It's cornered. It can't escape these Behemoths.
No, he
It is
does.
gonna
He's going to. If he takes out the
eventually,
tier
but,
2,
I mean,
though. Oh, he needs to take out the
Tier
tier 2.
2, get extra power plant. Maybe try and make some damage and upgrade a power plant as well. Sort of use everything you can before it goes down. Get your money's worth. I mean, yeah. Futurama's got his whole top field. He's probably going to grab Spike as well. Anything Drive has right now is the air superiority. It's Hawks, right?
Yeah, he does have the air superiority, and
He gets
honestly,
all
that
that
can
force
be
fire,
very
nice.
decisive. Don't be surprised if Drive's able to bomb his way back into this game. But the Marv is going to fall.
He's power plant blocking it so it can't move.
Yeah,
Poor
that's
guy.
really clever by Futurama. And Futurama knows that there's only a little bit of Tiberium left on the map. He's going to move straight to that field in the bottom right corner before Drive even gets a chance to get to it. He's long leeching, but he's actually long leeching the field closest to him, which actually has no Tiberium on it. He needs to long leech the field over there, but yeah, I think Futurama is going to be able to win this. Orca Strike comes in, almost takes out one Harvester, takes another one to red HP, but again, it's...
3 harvests on red HP. It's, he's only got 5 on the map as well.
Futurama is going to struggle to deal with these Hawks, but he is starting to produce Hawks of his own, and once he gets Hawks of his own out, he's obviously got a massive economy in comparison, and he's just going to be able to win the war of attrition with Futurama. Oh, sorry, with Drive stuck in the corner.
Futurama never took the EMP with his engineer. It's still flying in the air. It's just hovering over the air.
Yeah, that's weird, isn't it?
Weird one.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't...
he's gonna got
Oh,
one.
he
Hawk
got
left.
3 Hawks on the deck with the Orca Strike.
That's huge.
So that's pretty much GG. The
He's
only
got 3
advantage.
autos of his own.
Yeah,
So he's building 8.
yeah, and Drive quits.
There you go, Drive's done.
GG.
A
That's
weird
2-2.
game.
We're going to an ace match, boys. Well, we're here, so we're here for game number 5. This is the ace match, and in the north of Tournament LA, it is the Cyan Blackhand Futurama.
Bottom left with no lag at all. Lol, what was I saying? It is Drive Russian. Yellow Black Hand sells straight away. Sells the turret. Is going to try and grab his garrison first. Futurama doing exactly the same. So no cheeky, sort of power plant cells to capture their garrison, which actually I'm a fan of. It's quite nice.
Yeah, so obviously this could end
alpha
quickly. What is he going? Yeah, he's going for the second engineer drive. So he's probably going to go for some type of Reckoner opening.
EMP.
Or
EMP.
mutants. He's going to go for a mutant Reckoner. Get around it, boys.
No, he's not.
No, I don't think so.
You reckon?
No. He'll go for he'll either be going for the Emp or a...
I thought Amp as well, but that, I mean... Oh, is it? Come on, Drive.
Oh my god, it might be.
Oh, wait! Do nothing, you're right. Wait.
No, surely not. No, he's not.
Ah, even
I was
us as
gonna
well.
say, that would be crazy in a tournament to go for mutants.
It's the bigger dick move, right?
Oh, I've got Baggio in my chat, boys. Get excited. Alright, Futurama's going for bikes, by the way. So we do have to...
Oh shit, dude, your stream, you've got your chat on the bloody screen.
Yeah.
But like it's in fat text.
Is it?
But it's not just doing one at a time, it's like a whole third of it across the screen. I don't know, I just saw a glimpse of it.
I'll have to have a look. Anyway, bikes from... oh, he's got Flame Tank as well. So he's gone 3 bikes and a Flame Tank here, Futurama. So he's looking for that early kill. M-Spike is almost going to be captured. Bikes coming out. I don't know if Drive knows anything about this, you know. Futurama's making the play. He's selling off that Operation Center. Flame Tank's moving through the middle.
Yeah, you look at Drive's... Okay, Drive's vision, he's just seen it. Drive's vision has just seen it.
Oh, it's going to be
He's got
tough
time
to
to prepare.
stop. He doesn't have he doesn't have a hell of a lot, though. He's only got 3 bikes. He needs to... he's going back for Harvesters. Oh my god, he's going back for Harvesters.
Oh, his MCV is unpacked as well.
Has he not realised?
No way is his end of game 1, alright? No way is the end of the game. It is. No way he
might
kills
be.
this.
What's he
SCG.
done, bro? He went for another Harvester!
This is it. What?
Oh no! went for
He
another
saw the
harvester.
flame tank when he put MCV up, so I'm not sure if that like ruined his
Oh no,
SGG. No
Drive.
way.
He's gonna get 1 rocket squad out. That doesn't matter. What's he done, bro?
Can't believe this. Wow, he's out.
Nah, he might not be.
Beat flame tank.
I thought I'd make tank. Poor guy, man.
Drive. That's
And you
something
can't.
I would do, man, not
if I
Drive.
hear them make 1 complaint about lag, I'm not confident. Lag doesn't make you click the wrong button. Alright. Doesn't happen. Unfortunate for Drive, but he's just been reverse swept. Drive was 2-0 up, and now he has lost the series.